So how much money do you make in a day?
It's like 10, 11,000 per day, every single day.
Among the various businesses on the rise, one cannot ignore the rapid rise of the digital world, which has produced some of the finest minds and hearts. Over the years, the digital world, particularly social media platforms, has experienced a steady boom and given rise to creative people, influencers, business people, and inventors who have crossed boundaries to advance their fields. Well, as we proceed with our today's video, let me ask you, how much do you earn daily or monthly? The 20-something Sebastian Ghiorghiu advertises himself as someone who can teach you how to generate millions of dollars online. The young businessman's YouTube channel, which features videos on how to make money, has an increasing number of subscribers. Sebastian Ghiorghiu, who has been making waves as an entrepreneur and YouTuber with his one-of-a-kind films, is solidifying his reputation as one of these bright minds in the world of digital. I'm about to give you a greater insight into who he really is today. After his parents immigrated to the United States in 1988 from Romania, they lived in Detroit, where Sebastian spent the majority of his childhood. Growing up in and coming from a lower-income family made Sebastian realize that he wanted a chance at a different life. The chances were against young Sebastian, but instead of becoming another statistic at a young age, Sebastian chose a different path. The pain of poverty solidified in him the desire to become wealthy, and he resolved that even though he didn't come from a wealthy family would come from him. His initial intention was to become a neurosurgeon because the salary was excellent and well regarded. Sebastian made a plan for how he was going to live the American dream. He would go to college and pay for it himself to become a nurse. Then he would get a job at a hospital, pay off his debt, and then continue on to pursue his lifelong dream of becoming a neurosurgeon. However, when he was in high school, Sebastian wound up landing a job at a place that offers fine food instead. These corporate giants paid him $8.25 an hour, so even if his first salary was only $90, it was enough to kindle his interest. He soon advanced to a higher position at a car wash, where his SC jet like himself was richly rewarded with tips from lured customers. This drove him to get a sales job selling windshields and start flipping cars, in addition to engaging in a variety of other hustles. He hustled and saved money during these years of his life, trying a variety of side businesses like flipping gold cards, selling muffins at school, being a carer, and even flipping cars, among many others. Eventually, this led to his having a net worth of between $5,000 and $10,000. But at this time, his life began to change. One day, after a long day of rushing and bustling, Sebastian relaxed by watching some YouTube videos to unwind. Real estate agents don't do a lot, which caused Sebastian to reach another significant turning point in his career. He wondered what he would do with all the spare time he had when he wasn't selling homes. So he did some research and discovered a business opportunity called drop shipping, which is a type of e-commerce where you don't hold any inventory. The opportunity piqued his interest, and after locating a product and setting up a website, he launched his first store. Furthermore, nothing occurred here. He persisted in opening additional stores despite the store's failure to take off, and as a result, he was able to quickly make $35,000 in sales using this approach. At this point, he was working 3 jobs, as a caregiver, a real estate agent, and now as a drop shipper. However, after experiencing tremendous success with drop shipping, he realized that his other jobs no longer made sense and were not the best use of his time. So he quit them and concentrated full-time on his e-commerce business. However, the world was first introduced to Seba at this point. This first video gained some traction, but growth was primarily linear until he published the next video on Shopify, which changed everything. It was ranked as the top result for the Shopify search term for a very long time, allowing Sebastian to start earning money from advertising, affiliate deals, and an eventual course release that made over $1,000 on its debut. From that point on, Sebastian's growth was exponential. At this point, Sebastian is 19 years old and has about $80,000 in his bank account. As you do when you're 19 and making a lot of money, he purchases a GTR. This decision boosts his online presence, and when he is only 21 years old, he is having $30,000 days with drops. Although he was financially successful, Sebastian's early success had a negative psychological and physical impact on him. Instead of losing control, he took a break from YouTube and began paying more attention to his health by going to the gym. At the age of 21, his net worth was approximately $500,000. Things were looking fine, but DJ Khaled advises that Roblox cheese is the key to surviving an unexpected illness that spread its name. When Sebastian's 5-year relationship with his girlfriend ended, his house lease expired and he returned to living with his mother. At this time in his life, Sebastian started to become quite indolent, to work less hard, and to have bouts of sadness. This was a turning point in his journey when, rather than completely falling off, he got back up and started something new, a Google Ads agency. Around this time, he also bought his first house, which he later sold to his brother for a profit of over $40,000. He also kept growing his ad agency until it was generating 6-figure monthly recurring revenue. His hiatus from YouTube was short-lived, and he was now back and uploading even more routinely. This time he was very serious about better himself, and he put a lot of effort into the gym and everything he was doing. His agency was doing fantastic, and most of the work was outsourced to other people. So not much work was to be done on his end during this time period is when he got into crypto and stock trading, and he made single transactions that paid him over $75,000. He carried on trading. When his journey changed at $75K into $600K, it brought him to the NFT space, where he started trading NFTs, making films about them using my projects, and really making a reputation for himself. Sebastian's NFT is a very legitimate figure in the business and self-improvement space. He has someone you can listen to and take advice from. I'm actually glad a young generation of men can have this kind of role model as a part of their life. The NFT part of his journey is not as clear-cut, but there have been no rumors about him committing any fraud into space. It is a fickle and grimy business, so it's commendable that he made it through without opting in for a number of easy scams.